Alright, should be started,
Capcom presents the year 20XX. Capcom presents the year password.
Alright,
password is not 2 words.
I think it's coming through.
Whoever told you password was 2 words is a liar. Landon.
I never said that.
No, I said whoever told you password was 2 words was a liar. So you're not the liar.
Alright, just make sure you're not accusing me of...
I mean, you are a liar, but that was not the subject.
Perhaps. Are you playing already?
I am.
Catch
up.
Alright,
I don't want to spoil things for you, but I've played this before this week. I'm going to start over when we go for real.
Alright,
it's not like playing this round for fun while I'm waiting is giving me some edge.
Right,
oh my god, there's a dude here? I didn't know about that.
I know, right?
I'm going to have to shoot him.
Alright, we are showing the intro here. There was a tournament. 8 of the world's most powerful robots. And then Mr. X, who looks like no one we've ever seen before.
Or will ever see again.
Not even at all.
Yeah, tell me when you're done with the intro. We can explain it's not a contest at this point, it's a concession, but whoa, what? I'm used to this.
Mega Man jumps into action. No problem. Yeah, that's pretty weak story, really.
Yeah.
Alright, do you have any... Alright, I've also got the box art here in the middle. Do we have any comments on the box art?
Alright, so... Tons. Alright, so let's get going.
Alright.
So welcome to the RixterGT Nerd Numbers cross-collaboration Mega Man Nintendo contest, whatever. Much like Mega Man, we are embroiled in a contest to determine who is the best. In this case, it's already actually decided. Landon is up 4-1. Is up 4-1 on the contest of all Mega Mans, with me only taking Mega Man 2, which is fine because it's the best Mega Man, and I'm actually doing a podcast on. Well, I've already recorded the podcast. That podcast will drop in a few weeks.
Very nice. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Have you heard the Punch-Out one yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did I? No. Sorry, I heard the Zelda one.
That hurts, man.
Yeah.
I'll send the Punch-Out one alone.
You need to send that to me.
But anyway, this is just a fun. Every couple of weeks we come together and stream playing old school Nintendo, and we decided to go through the original Mega Man series. And thus far, in the time allotted, Landon has beat 4 of them. Before I have, and I've beat 1 before he has, and we're just finishing out with Mega Man 6.
And before we get started, I want to point out something kind of interesting here. We're both on the title screen, and we're playing slightly different versions because mine shows Mega Man as a registered trademark, yours is trademark, and mine has the Capcom 1993, yours doesn't say anything. I wonder...
No, mine says Capcom 1993 at the bottom.
It's not showing up on stream.
What?
That means that there is a... Hang on, I got this. Some hidden... Hang on, your screen is too big. That's why.
Yeah, it is.
There we I'm missing some stuff.
I'm actually on a giant I don't know, that's our world now, right? Remote whatever and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I made it a little smaller, so tell me if you can.
It was an issue on my side. I don't know why it's...
Yeah, so...
Anyway, I think we're good now. But still, the little trademark symbol is different. That could mean...
anything.
That could mean anything. That could be why I lose. We don't know.
Right. All right, let's get going.
All right. What is your order on this one?
Actually, give me 1 second to do a thing.
Sure.
I think I have notes in front of me.
In the meantime, we can look at the robots here. Notice they are all strange. Like, Mega Man 6 is a weird game.
We have many thoughts. So again, I'm going to keep plugging my other branded content. That's my cheat here, right, is to use this podcast with your huge reach to promote my other podcasts.
Yes, well, we have El Mariachi here, so you've got an audience of 1.
But on the Mega Man 2 podcast I did, we discussed the weird bosses. I'm ready to go, so just tell me when you're started. I start with Windbane.
I thought about doing that. Because
so I'm just going to
Flame
jump
Man...
up and down until you actually pick a boss.
Alright, I'm going to do Flame Man. My route is really dumb. Like, I didn't practice this game that
Flame
much.
Man is common. Flame Man is a really common number 1.
Because what you get out of it. But, like, he's a tough boss, I think. I'm not very good at it.
How are you not? You're good at bosses, though. I don't believe you.
I'm not good at this game, and there's a number of things I just do not like about this game, including these helmet guys. Let me talk about these helmet guys.
Excuse me, wait. You don't... I think this is the best one.
This is not the best one.
Okay, actually, so this is important. Before we get going, and before I lose my train of thought and repeat the Mega Man 1 plot like 20 times, let's rank the Mega Mans from 1 to 6, best to worst. Now, by the way, I'm gonna cheat and say I think we both agree. I think not 6. I think number 1 is the worst. I think like most people can accept that. What?
I do not like this game. Like it.
How? What?
Like it's got some cool stuff. Like I appreciate what they tried to do. It feels like an unfinished game. Like I think they were ambitious and they didn't finish it. And I think it's a different team. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but like everything just feels off about it. Oops. And also this fire.
One.
See, there's cool stuff. Like
there's no world in which this one is worse than 1. None.
So like
0.
While there's so many dumb things in this game. Like this fire, right? It's oil. They drop fire on it. That's pretty cool, right? That is really cool. The fire, when it's fire, kills you in 1 hit. Why? Why not?
Fire kills you. Have you
no,
ever?
This fire doesn't kill you. I can stand in this.
Fire? I have.
Just once. But no, like I don't know. Even these helmet guys, like I was saying, like old Mega Mans, the helmet guys, when you get in a certain distance, they pop up and you can shoot them if your timing is right. These guys, when you get in a certain distance, they hesitate like a quarter of a second and then they open.
You want to know my theory?
Just to be a little bit more
I think
annoying.
This game, because my personal opinion, having played through it a couple times, is that it's actually one of the most forgiving and not hardest, and I think you like it because it's like not hard or evil enough, and it makes too much sense.
It makes no sense. None of this makes any sense.
Well, I would say one thing we've kind of had this discussion on previous Mega Mans. That's on me. On previous Mega Mans is
and the controls suck. Like I totally jumped there. And you're talking. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But like since it just happened, previous games you mentioned.
You were trying to distract me from noticing that you died.
You thought that there were. You thought that there were like differences in the version we're playing, like emulated, like maybe a little touchy controls. This one, like
to be fair, I've read that, so I mean that's
which is fair. And this one I think does have that. Like there are times where you hit jump and it just doesn't jump, and I have not experienced that with any of the other Mega Mans. And I'm playing on the exact same thing. I'm still playing on this little Nintendo.
I could 100% buy actually that because this one important thing to note is this is Mega Man 6. This is on the Nintendo in 1993. The Nintendo got released in the US, I think, in 85, 87, somewhere in there.
85? Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So anyway, this is like the end. And
yeah, this game was released the same year as Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo, so they already had Super Nintendo games coming out too. Oops.
So with that in mind, this is really pushing it. I have heard, so as an example, we both love Behind the Code. And I watched that a lot in preparation for the podcast, coming out November something, I don't know. I should have looked at that date. That would have been a wise thing to do ahead of time. It's too late now, and we'll never know. But discussed a lot of the code and things. And one thing Displaced Gamer noted, this is awesome and would be a fun thing to do, which I will never do because it's just too far down the list, is like go through an emulator and actually, access the assembly code and reverse engineer or do other things in old Nintendo games. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And it's actually one of the coolest displaced gamers on Mega Man 3, where he actually does like a real world simulation of RAM writes per screen to show the inefficiencies for things like collision detections. The last worthwhile NES release, according to El Mariachi in the chat, by the way, this game we are playing right now, last worthwhile NES release. But anyway, he goes through that on Displaced Gamers and notes that with some refactoring, you can handle a lot of the lag and bugs in Mega Man 3. But also notes that it increases the ROM size, the output, the code footprint, which is another issue. So with kind of old Mega Man, you've got kind of an arms race between, the chips that, Moore's Law, the chips and memory and stuff that you can put on Nintendo cartridges has gone up. So in theory, newer cartridges can, in theory, be a little more powerful than older cartridges, while simultaneously dealing with the fact that you're still constrained by, the memory and all that. Oh my God. That's just me. Unlike you, that wasn't a bad jump. It registered my jump just fine. That was just me making a bad jump, not making excuses for my jumps on the game.
Well, you should. Making excuses is a time-honored Nintendo.
That is, well, I mean, I make tons of excuses, as you know, but so that's to the issue of Mega Man code and stuff. I would buy that 6 because these all do look like they're built on the same engine.
They do.
It would be really, really hard for me to believe that they redid with how frequently they released it, because that's the key point.
Yeah.
They released 6 Mega Mans, which we'll rank in a second. I can't believe we didn't get past Mega Man 1 as the worst.
We can't even start.
We can't even start the list because you don't know what you're talking about. But making 6, you'd have to reuse code. It would just physically be impossible to make like a new game from scratch once every year or 2 years on that. So
yeah, for sure.
I could 100% buy that this game might be a little more laggy because it it does have a lot in it.
It does.
And maybe the Switch / I'm running like the Legacy Collection on Steam. Maybe they run a little faster than the Classic, because I don't know. As you noticed, you have Trademark and I don't. So that's kind of ironic, is that, as an example, I've heard Punch-Out, again, another podcast on Nerd with Dre and Jeff, you can check out. And I never sent Landon a link, even though you helped me do the research, and I think I reference you on it, so.
Oh, sweet.
That's a bummer. I was like, I actually tell people to check us out, and then I was like, yeah, but you're sick tonight. But it's in the past, so no one knows. And I think I was Mega Man 4. Which I lost, so I'm glad no one saw.
I'm going to show real quick what's unique about this game is that you don't have Rush exactly, but you kind of do. So, like, the power-up I got by beating Flame Man is this power thing, this power suit. So instead of normal, I can go to power. We get to see it is Rush for some reason, and he turns into shoulder pads.
because that part of the game doesn't make sense.
And I can punch super strong now.
In the otherwise perfect I was too busy making fun of you and I died.
But he can't slide as the big punch guy. But he does punch really hard. You can punch all kinds of things in the game.
Ooh, nice job getting through that. That's like a easy place to die if you're not careful.
Yeah, it is easy to die. I've done that several times. Yeah, these stupid spikes everywhere.
But yeah, to your point, the way the Mega Man games work, in Mega Man 1, there is the Magnet Beam, which is kind of an all-powerful magnet beam that you can, walk on, get you across walls, get you across the screen. Pretty overpowered and actually missable, which is kind of funny.
Right.
In Mega Man 2, the objects are introduced. You have items 1, 2, and 3. Item 1 is like a little propeller thing. Item 2 is a jet. Item 3 is a thing that climbs the wall. It's really kind of redundant from item 1, but can start a little lower, so in theory good. Mega Man 3, we see the introduction of Rush. Mega Man, 4, I think it's just Rush again. Is there anything?
It's just Rush again, yeah.
Really, I think Mega Man 4, the major difference is just you get the charge shot, right? It's charge shot and slide.
Charge shot. You getting? Whoops. I forgot what I'm doing. I need to shoot fire at the world's most powerful robots, and they got like this skiing guy.
Well, so what's interesting is I would argue, the 4 warrior bots make a lot of sense.
Yeah, they do, but the rest of them.
So that was an interesting point I was going to bring up. This Mega Man game has some of the most correct with the exclusion of one boss, which we'll talk in a sec. This game has some of the most correct matching of bosses to like level skins. Like we're talking Flame Man. I'm walking through a level with a bunch of flame-based enemies that are like lighting stuff on fire. Wind Man is like turbines and stuff in the air.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're in the Iceman stage, and and he's a skier, and you had to like go through snow and slippery. Let's see, Plant Man's in the jungle.
Plant Man is the worst level in all of video games, which I'm about to play.
Oh, because of those stupid.
The whole thing is stupid. Like.
The whole thing is stupid.
Also, I like these little bios for the robots. Like, they're solar power. Some of them have dry battery. Like, I don't know what the point of that is. But that's the kind of thing I would have thought was cool as a kid.
I like that you're like, this thing is stupid. I mean, it's cool, but it's stupid.
I would have liked this game as a kid, but I never played this one as a kid. And now I just think it's tedious and stupid.
I will give you that it's tedious and storyline included in that. This is, though, to be fair, this is like classic Mega Man.
Yeah.
So let's talk spoilers. I know it's coming. In theory, we could let you all watch and learn. But the reality is, on this Mega Man, Dr. X.
Mr. X.
He's
like, I'm totally not a doctor.
That's what fools you. He's like, I'm not Dr. Wily, I'm a Mister. And you're like, yeah, a Mister couldn't be a doctor.
Yeah, it can't be.
Spoiler.
Yeah, this is the worst level ever. Like, even these camera guys are annoying, because they show up on screen, and then you have to wait for them to open before you can shoot them, which I realize they do in a lot of Mega Mans, but somehow these are more annoying. But we do have, like... And look at how ugly this level is. Like, this is horrible. Like, these colors... I don't even know what I'm standing on. Like, this is just making my eyes bleed. And it's not even, like... I don't know. Okay. There's been some...
Have you ever played The Lion King? I have not, and Elmar Atch in the chat asked. I've never played The Lion King. Worst level ever?
I have played
the secret on this one, by the way, because you're making it hard, is that this guy goes down pretty easy to fire.
Oh, really?
If you, like, get the fire thing and just, like, shoot him in the head a few times.
You can also punch him in the face. Have you ever tried that?
I mean, that's my normal go-to for most things. Punch him in the face.
Alright, so this is where the level gets really stupid. Like, these grasshopper guys, whatever. Like, some of it looks kind of cool. These springs are annoying.
Talking about? I'm like actually like blown away, because in going through all the Mega Man games, what I really argue and I think makes a lot of sense is Mega Man 1 showed potential but is clearly flawed.
Yeah.
Mega Man 2 is where, and that's again on the podcast we talk it a lot, is kind of where you start seeing promise and like seeing what it could be. And Mega Man 3 is nice, but definitely incomplete, and that's even by their own volition. Like, they fully admit that they were given less time than required, and it was rushed, and they, Mega Man 2 and 3, they both basically said, we kind of just released the product. So Mega Man 2, if this makes any sense, they kind of released the product, like, as the first shippable version, which is impressive. But it was still, quote-unquote, a complete game. Mega Man 3, they basically published half of the game. I hate this. I do hate the part you're on. Let's talk your stage, because this is one of the worst stages. It
is really dumb, and I've died so many times just by not knowing that these piranha guys are here. And you make a jump, and they hit you in midair, and you fall in the water and you die. And that's just stupid.
So there's the piranhas, there's also these springs, and my best advice for these springs that I've done when I've gone through the level after a lot of frustrations with death as well is to just hold down, like because
Yeah,
these
if you
springs
just hold the
basically
button.
respond to a jump, but if you try and time your jump, a lot of times it doesn't register. So
Right.
essentially, the only fix I've come up with is just hold down as you every time to guarantee that you always get the spring. But then there are these piranhas that try and kill you, and then things that hit you in the air. So yes, this is one of the hardest levels in Mega Man, I would agree.
Yeah, and I think it was the first level, for whatever reason, when I first tried playing this game, I was like, alright, I'm going to start with Plant Man. He looks
So really what
and
you're
this
saying,
level was like...
Really what you're saying is you picked the wrong first level, didn't like it, and that's colored your perception the entire way through. I gotcha.
Well,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
And then Plant Man himself, like, one of the world's 8 most powerful robots, and they brought this guy.
Well, it's
And he's like a wannabe Leaf Man, right? He's got like the same weapon without the leaves falling from the sky, and you just jump over it. And like you're supposed to use like Snow Man's whatever his name is,
Lizard Man?
Blizzard Man. His
Listen,
weapon
you're
on.
kind of going out of your way to just like from like a pretty lazy degree. I'm not gonna lie. You're like this Blizzard guy.
The guy with
What is
skis.
he? Dairy Queen base? Because kind of joke you would make.
It kind of is. Hey, speaking of, yeah, this game is not realistic. There's nothing but to Dre's point, maybe it is the most realistic Mega Man. I don't know.
Well, my bigger
some of it
point
makes the most
is
sense.
this one is with the exclusion of Centaur Man, and I almost feel like Centaur Man they were holding back in that this game the bosses line up with the levels, which was we've had that complaint, was kind of an ongoing observation for a lot of Mega Mans, is like clearly Heat Man was in a sewer based level. And for those that don't know, and this game I believe keeps up the tradition, Mega Man as of Mega Man 2 did not have a full-time designer, so they outsourced some of the design work to fans and basically picked their favorites, and their favorite designs for bosses were the ones that were used in the game. But this was done in conjunction with level design, and for whatever reason they didn't really have whoever was picking the bosses look at the levels, and so there would often be a mismatch of boss with level.
Just real quick, you know about this breaking this box, right?
What about it? I'm gonna get you an E-tank or something?
Yep.
Well, all those boxes, like in this game in general, that's yeah. So instead
But
of
it's like a hidden item, and this is the only game that I can think of that has hidden items in boxes, which is like a Nintendo tradition, right? Like that's common in like every Nintendo game except Mega Man.
Anyway, so so the bosses and the levels will often have a mismatch in Mega Man games. This is a running theme starting through 2 and pretty much persists. So like Mega Man 4 and 3 are just kind of wild, where you're like, I don't know what's going on. But this one does a really good job matching most of the bosses up until Centaur Man, where it's almost like they were holding themselves together, because Centaur Man really is one of the last in the chain. He's the last in my chain. He's the last, I would argue. So there are 8 bosses in this game. 4 of them are kind of traditional Mega Man bosses, in that like plant, fire, ice, wind, right? Those really line up with kind of classic ones.
This is the other upgrade I got, by the way. You get a jetpack.
The Rush Jet.
The Rush Jet.
The Jet.
Which is not as good as like the actual Rush Jet, but it's pretty handy. It's probably more flexible. But so there are these kind of alternate paths in some of the levels you go to, and that's how you get like the other items.
I remember you were like in Mega Man 4, we're like, oh, this alternate path is awesome. These are awesome in this game. You're like, guess they added alternate paths.
No, the alternate paths are fine. I don't know, like even changing like, oh, I need the jetpack, then you have to go up here and then you hit this thing and you can start out of it, but like it takes forever.
There is a mod at some point Possibly, I don't know if this one does it, but there is a mod where, with a newer controller, you can cycle through the items via just a key, which would be nice. Because I agree that is actually one thing that kind of does make Mega Man frustrating. Is exactly what you're saying, is the switching in and out. So what I'll actually give you from a game design, which I think you're agreeing on, is this one, the jet, the power, are much more versatile and much more useful, but as a result, you want to switch in and out of them more frequently. Because as an example,
exactly,
in previous games there was like the crash. You would use an item like the crash jet to bust through, say, a barrier in a wall. In this game, the way to bust through a barrier in a wall is done via the power upgrade, the punch them in the face upgrade.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but when you're in the punch them in the face, you can't slide. So you might want to switch to the punch them in the face outfit before switching to the jet outfit, and that just starts becoming tedious. And you actually noticed a major change in the Mega Man paradigm, which is interesting. This I'm using the charge blast, which really mimics. So in Mega Man 2. They introduced the heat upgrade, and the nominal thing about the heat upgrade was that you charged it, and you could defeat one of the bosses in one shot with that. By the way, what I'll give you, sorry to get distracted already, I'm playing this on Steam and not the Switch, and I will 100% say that this plays slower and gets laggier, and again, that's something that I think relates to the Nintendo compiled code, as opposed to you and I both did some, you more than me, but like C# coding, and you still do, right? And like one funny thing about code is you're allowed to run it through an optimizer and die when you get hit in the head by a tomahawk, as we all do. Oh my god, you were right.
Combination of tuberculosis and a tomahawk to the
maybe
head.
I'm on your side here. Like, I don't know if you just saw the death that happened to me.
I missed it.
That was borderline, where I thought I had triggered if there was a piranha and missed it by a millimeter.
Yeah.
So I did the jump in front of the piranha tank to make sure, and missed it.
So you're right that this game isn't that hard compared to others because they give you so many E-tanks, but I think they had to, because just there's so many easy places to die. Like, why is this guy all up in my face now? I'm gonna double check how many lives I have, because oh, and then you pause it and your charge beam goes away. That's useful. That must look very strange from his perspective.
To that point, we were talking about that. You noted, so Mega Man 4 adds the charge beam, which is becomes very iconic for Mega Man. You, though, kind of observed that does kind of fundamentally change the Mega Man play of kind of rushing ahead and trying to kill stuff, as opposed to, stopping and making sure you're charged, because the other frustrating part of the charge beam is if you are hit or interrupted, you lose it.
Right.
And so, oh my god, I do hate this level. I'm going to give that to you. You're right.
It's so frustrating. Yeah, I'm surprised I got through it as easy as it did. I've been dying on it so much.
But yeah, so I mean, to your point about what happens is that kind of fundamentally changes the game. And then, yeah, when you add these two weapons that are very versatile, the power and the jet, well, then it just becomes very frustrating in having to keep switching in and out, and kind of changes it from being almost real-time to turn-based, which is...
Yeah, and that's exactly it. That's a lot of the reason I don't like this game, is because, all these different abilities, like this punching suit and this jetpack, I think I would have thought they were really cool as a kid. But, like I said, I just kind of find it tedious now, just switching between things, and I don't know if that's fair necessarily, but that's just...
Oh my god.
Because I know it's common in Mega Man, you have all these weapons and you switch between them, but really when you're playing a level, you don't switch weapons that often. It's usually just for the bosses. There are certain places where certain weapons help get through if you need it, but But they really made it so you have to switch through stuff all the time, which is fine in theory, but for a game that's supposed to be kind of pretty fast-paced...
Yeah, it's ironic because a well-known part of Mega Man 2 was that accidentally or on purpose, like it varies. You can just kind of, I don't remember that, the little frog thingy. Huh.
Yeah, if you punch through the wall, you can get to him. He's the only one in the game. I
didn't know about this level, wherever you are.
I'm on the samurai guy's level.
Yeah. I was unaware.
Yeah, you'll just see it on the bottom right on one of the screens. Not too far in the game.
Okay.
And there's an
but
tank in there.
In Mega Man 2, there is a kind of hack in the Mr. Metal. You know, the Metal Man.
Dr. Metal.
Which Dr. Metal, I like it. That's a much cooler name, actually, because he does look like a doctor. I agree with that. And that weapon is a multi-directional blade that is reasonable against multiple bosses. It's got a very low charge hit, so so it makes a lot of sense. And it's a couple levels in, so you have to kind of get prepped to beat him. But as soon as so it's not like you start the game with it, but then as soon as you have it, it's actually, you can, for a lot of levels, you can kind of just use it, and then the places to use the hidden power-ups are very clear.
Mm-hmm.
So, ironically, that's, from a design perspective, there were some of its laziness, they mentioned, right? We only kind of had time to do this, so we couldn't necessarily balance. They claim that they wanted that as kind of an Easter egg. Did you know the metal beam is like, the metal beam is Dr. Metal's weakness, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. But in some ways that make the game play a little nicer in that as soon as you get Dr. Metal, you can kind of go through the game at one pace, and you only have to switch a couple times. And ironically, like as you're noting and seeing, this game adds a lot of alternate routes that require alternate weapons. So it does make it a little slower, so to speak, I guess I would say in that phrasing.
Yeah, in like I said, that was a good idea because it adds something to the game, but like just something about the implementation, something about just so much of the game, like. And speaking of those alternate routes, that's why I stopped here, just for anyone watching. I got to this route by using like the jetpack. You don't necessarily have the jetpack on this level, which means you go to a different place that still gets you to the boss. Which brings up an interesting point. There are 2 boss rooms. Does that mean there are already 2 copies of this boss, or does he just come into this room, whichever room you go to? That's not really that important because it's.
So, do you know the importance of the 2 different routes?
What do you mean? Oh,
So,
yeah. If I didn't do this route, then I wouldn't get the B parts, right?
So let me ask you about this. I mean, you're much better at finding this. Did you meet Proto Man in this game?
No.
Oh, this is fun.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, so okay, I'll tell you. Did you already do Tomahawk Man?
Yes.
So it's kind of, you're a little ahead of me, so this could be my excuse to get you to catch up, or I'll just tell you when I'm close on mine. In Tomahawk Man stage, if you go the wrong route, you are allowed to backtrack. And when you backtrack, and basically, so you can go the wrong way, meet Proto Man and get a really cool item-ish that I would argue would work if not for beat. So basically, the importance of the 2 different, as you're saying, the 2 different routes to the bosses on the last 4, mm-hmm. the real and the real fighters, because the first 4 bosses, I would argue, when we're talking Plant Man, Fire Man, Wind Man, Ski Man, Skier Man, Vacation Man, Chalet Man,
Vacation Man.
Vacation Man's a good one.
I like that.
Okay, so but though the last 4 really do seem like warriors, which is what I like. So like theme wise, Tomahawk Man, what are they? Tomahawk Knight, Yamoto, and Centaur Man
Yamoto. Yep.
seem like they're explicitly built to be warriors, so that makes a lot of sense. There is a letter in each of their stages to get beat. This was first introduced in Mega Man 5, Dr. Cossack. gives you a bird that helps you out, and the bird's actually really cool.
The bird is awesome.
To get the bird in this game, you have to get, and the way you got the bird in Mega Man 5 is you collected 8 letters, 1 per boss.
Yep.
And it said Mega Man, Mega Man 5, so IV. VI? V? Just V. I can do Roman. In this one, you just have to collect 4 on those guys.
Yeah, and so you can see right now I'm on the character select. I've got the B from Tomahawk Man, Yamoto Man has the E. And if I didn't get these would just be blank. And these goofy-looking Mega Man icons and these other ones are just saying that there's nothing left to get there, I guess, right? Like it seems kind of a pokey symbol. It's the 1-up symbol, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's just more like, we need to put something there. All right, I'll just put this placeholder.
You are overly harsh on this. That's all I can say. Although, I will say this is very interesting from a almost just enjoyability standpoint. I played this on the Switch, and it runs super smooth. It does not run smooth on whatever I'm playing it on now, whatever the Legacy Collection on Steam uses, and I'm guessing yours is the same build, whatever you're playing on your, Nintendo thing, and that really does make a difference.
It does, and that's one thing I wanted to point out. Like, we were talking about the differences between the games. Like, you went through 2, 3, and 4. 4 added, like, the charge beam. 3 had the slide. But they were all pretty laggy. 5 was like...
3 didn't have the slide. Did 3 have the slide?
3 had the slide.
So 3 had the slide, 4 added the charge.
Yeah.
5 added beat.
5 added beat. And 5 was also the one where they finally, like, updated the engine or whatever it is they did, because it was much smoother than the other games. And I think 5 is the best looking Nintendo Mega Man game. Like, it looks way better than this game. Because remember 5, like, had all, like, there was all these animated backgrounds and all the enemies, like the tiger and stuff, like they all had like all these cool frames of animation, look cool. This one, like, this level is not so bad, but it just seems not as alive or polished as 5 did, which is part of the reason I think it's a step backwards and feels like it was, I don't know, just not finished. Like, 5 felt really polished. 5 may not be the best, but it was probably the most polished Mega Man game.
All right, so let's actually rank. Let's go with number 1. Your favorite Mega Man game.
2, probably.
2, really?
I would.
See, oh, by the way, this level you're in Nightman's phase. Isn't it? This isn't like it's got like drawbridge. This is like, this level is perfectly skinned and themed to a night.
It is, yeah. You're in a castle. Like, it makes sense.
Okay, but anyway, you like 2 best? I mean, I think I agree that like 2 is cool. I would probably be if it weren't for this build of 6, I would probably have said 6, but I'll probably do 4 or 5. My number 1.
Really?
I think 4, 5, and 6 are easily superior to the first 3, in my opinion.
I think technically they are. I think 3 I ended up really liking a lot because I hated it so much.
I just want to try and catch up with you, though I think we're actually pretty close for once. Pay attention. So I'm going to stall you for a few seconds.
Oh, okay,
but
yeah.
Technically, I'm also backtracking, so like, this is even, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
So I'm stalling you, but...
Oh, I've noticed that block, but I've never gone back and punched it. Because I always go the other route. And I didn't know you could do it from the ladder. I thought I would just fall onto the spikes and die.
Oh, look, who is it? Oh.
Who could it be? Not the guy you said it was going to be. Oh, it is. What is that thing?
Okay, so this is actually really cool, but I think I'm going to agree with the thesis of yours on the problem with this game. This is the weapon balancer. The way this works is, I've got this little thing in the middle. Did you ever wonder about that? So if you press start, you'll notice yours is empty.
Oh, yeah.
So, I've got this little thing in the middle, and I'd say go ahead and back on track.
Okay.
It automatically, if I am in any of my suits, so normal Mega Man, Jetpack Mega Man, Punch Man Mega Man, Punch in the Face Mega Man, if I pick up any energy, it will automatically adjust it to my lowest weapon.
Oh, interesting.
Which is super useful for getting through Dr. X, Dr. Wily, with the exclusion of, ironically and annoyingly, Beat.
Oh, really?
Well, because to my point, well, I guess what I'm saying is, it will feed.
What are these things? These
my
little
God.
graduate-looking guys. Like, they're super annoying.
Oh yeah, because you punch them in the face and then their hats come off.
Yeah, and then they get angry and they just start jumping around. And this
looks
guy
like-
gets angry from off screen.
I don't know what they're. They're just a robot, like all the other robots.
Of course.
That's what's in this game. Is you have arbitrary, weird robots that you kill.
That is true. Everything's like bouncy for some reason.
But I guess my point is, that item was very useful because it auto balances. It's just useful as you're getting towards Dr. Wily, Mr. X. But is also frustrating because of Beat, because Beat is super useful in that Beat's not really needed to kill any of the bosses.
Beat is not as useful in this game as he was in 5, which is too bad because he is kind of like this. Like, you have to earn him, right? Like, you don't just get him from beating a boss. But
I would argue Beat's useful for some of the stages with kind of annoying parts, right? If that makes any sense.
who am I fighting? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I first time playing through this game, I saved Beat till the very end, and then I couldn't use him, so it's like, well, shouldn't have wasted that. Oops.
Very nice. Nightman is weak, and so the weapons, it goes Tomahawk Man beats Yamoto Man, Yamoto Man beats Nightman, Nightman beats
Centaur Man.
Centaur Man. And then Centaur Man beats Wind Man, who I think you saved towards last, right?
Yep.
Tomahawk Man's one of the roughest because he has two different attacks that are different timing. And I'm sure if you know what you're doing, and they're distance attacks, and his weakness is Plant Man, who is an up-close attack.
Yeah, I've never successfully killed him with Plant Man. I just use Charge Beam.
Just
Nice.
beat him with Plant Man without.
I saw that.
Charge.
That was pretty good.
That's because of what you said, though. Because normally I just use an E-Tank on him, like just almost preemptively. But in that case, I did not.
Centaur Man is powered by a dry battery. Everybody.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
This level, like I said, it almost felt like to me that level design and boss design, they held it together really well, and then they were like, can we please have minions that make no sense with the boss, and and powers on the boss that make no sense, and a level that doesn't match. They were like, you get one. And
Yeah.
they put it all in center. There are submarines in this stage. Explain to me.
In this, they're like, all right, we need a dangerous robot. Remember those chicken guys? What can we do to outdo that? How about a pelican that drops a fish? All right, what does a fish do? It just kind of flops around
And explodes.
goes away.
But then it also gives you items like those fishes. This does. I would say this. What's ironic about this game is, at least on the Nintendo and Pure, right, on whatever emulators we're running on that copy the Nintendo. This is, I would say it's too bloated. And I think that's what you're saying too. So like I mentioned, the auto balancer is actually really nice. But one, it's hidden. You don't get it until, on a normal playthrough, Tomahawk Man would probably be 5th or 6th. What, I think you grabbed him maybe 5th?
Yeah, 5th.
So, you don't get it till late, and then it kind of overrides Beat. That's useful and Beat's useful, but they get in each other's way. Because if you use Beat, then it's going to override Beat. Like, it's going to want to refill Beat as opposed to a useful weapon. Because, like classic Mega Mans, you have to use the classic weapons to defeat other bosses and things. So.
Right. I will say that this, as bizarre as this level is, this upside down water is kind of a cool mechanic. Just because when you're in it, like, you float higher. Like,
You don't just use the jet, though?
I do usually later, but I don't know. You can also just jump. Yeah, I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know what these guys are, but like these robots that are jumping around, they get affected by the upside down water too, which is kind of cool. But,
Well, everything gets affected by upside down water.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's not special, man. It's upside down water.
But also, look how... Is this not an ugly level? Like, what am I even looking at with this purple and gold color scheme? Like, I don't know.
Not a Lakers fan?
What's the Lakers?
They're a basketball team? What
I
you
know,
want,
like,
man?
like 5 just looks so much better. All the art was better. And I... Yeah, it just was.
I'm going to do more sports references. Let's see.
Here's those
How
submarines.
about...
Submarines that start out in clouds, which...
When we
I'm
were
fine.
in grad
I'm fine with it. It's a video game, right? It is
When we were in grad... Yeah, this level is just unhinged. The submarines and clouds for a centaur.
So bizarre.
When we were in grad school once, Landon walked in after... This is when Roger Federer was at his peak, which is wild because that peak lasted over a decade. He had just won a major tournament, and Landon walked into the lab, and Landon was always confused by sports references, but he just walked in and said, "Is Roger Federer the greatest tennis player?" And I was like, "What? Who are you?"
Because you never heard me say his name before.
You had never mentioned sports, yeah. And he was, but now Nadal, my friend. Nadal. Well, I give you Djokovic.
It's true. I am over my head with sports. You'd think I would have learned something by now, since like all my friends are into sports. But
You know, like soccer stuff, right? Understand offsides?
yeah, I know all about offsides. That's my favorite side.
No. That doesn't even make sense.
Hang on, I forgot what I'm fighting here. I need to.
Offside is your favorite sides? You don't want to use Nightman on him?
I do. I was just not paying attention. I was thinking about
Offsides?
offsides. Oh yeah, and then he like freezes you.
Yeah, this one is unhinged. He has
I almost had him too.
multi-direction.
Yeah, like this one I believe would be one of the 8 world's most powerful robots, since he can just like freeze the world around him. Not even Blizzard Man can do that.
Not what?
Speaking of like the more elemental and kind of traditional Mega Man, there's a lot of like heat-related bosses. How would you rank those? Fireman, Heatman, and Flame Man.
So you got the ugly-looking toaster. I hate this one's weapon relatively. I'm like actually offended. Like
It's kind of a dumb
It's
weapon.
relatively powerful-ish,
If you
but
find
it's
a
just
place to use it.
It's just annoying. Like Heatman's weapon was pretty. I think design-wise, like Fireman, Flameman, the first game, was definitely the coolest in my opinion.
I'm trying to remember what that one even was. What was his weapon?
It was just like you shot up. It was. I would almost call it like Mario Flame, like just like a flame arrow. Like,
Okay.
but like the boss itself looked cool and like kind of reminded me of maybe Pyro from X-Men. Are
Yeah,
you just saying? Are you just saying?
I do know who Pyro was.
Yeah. Okay.
I do know X-Men, alright. Also, I want to point out this enemy here. I think you just went past one too. This is literally the Dustbuster enemy from Crystal Man's level in Mega Man 5. They're like, alright, Dustbuster was a pretty good enemy. How can we make him twice as good? I know, let's put 2 of them together. And then this thing was born. It's the same sprite. That's all I got. Like, it's the only reused sprite. Let's pretend to be a different enemy I can think of. But it's totally a Dustbuster. Don't let him tell you otherwise.
Okay, I won't.
Alright, good.
But anyway, the Flame Man from first Mega Man, I would say combination of weapon and design. Because I think the flame Heat Man in Mega Man 2 is kind of stupid looking. He looks like a toaster. Or...
He's so good though.
His weapon is awesome.
And when he shows up again in Mega Man 3, he's almost impossible to beat. Because all the Mega Man 2 enemies in Mega Man 3, all the Mega Man 2 bosses that show up in Mega Man 3 are virtually impossible. Mm-hmm. Which is part of what makes that game awesome and stupid.
Stossum?
Stossum.
Oh, stupid?
Stupid?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
okay.
We should probably stop while we're ahead.
Yeah, this one's the worst, easily. 6.
The worst Mega Man?
No, the worst.
No way! Guy. Yeah, he's... The stupid fan blew me up into the spike that kills you instantly, because... Alright, and so now I'm at 0 lives. I should probably just kill myself.
Jeez, man, I mean...
Get my level, get my lives back.
I mean, come on!
No, it's awesome, like, you just come back forever and ever. Because I don't know if I can beat this with just 1 more life, so I might be wasting time, but... You know what, I'm gonna try it. In the spirit of... Mega Man wouldn't give up, so I'm not gonna give up.
Mega Man believes in justice and goodness.
Alright. As far as, like, these...
Okay,
these are also kind of...
Your favorite Mega Man is Mega Man 2. Let's actually get through this. Let's not pull a me and keep you started.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were talking about this.
Although, to be funny, we talk about like weird, cool level designs, but then like never revisited. Mm-hmm. Like these little like rollies that also bounce. Those are kind of cool.
Rollies that also bounce.
I'm in stage, Nightman stage. And so I remember there are like little. They're little pulleys that you can bounce off of.
Oh, yeah.
Those are cool. And those little things you're on there, the like little step things that like pivot up, also cool.
Those are actually kind of cool. Those are kind of a neat Mega Man kind of thing. Except your jetpack, in the first time I went through this level, I thought I just didn't have the right item to get up here because your jetpack has a maximum altitude from where you took off.
Wouldn't you do the one to the left and then do one over and then hop from there?
Yeah, that's what you have to do. Thanks for stealing my thunder here. But,
well, you were just sitting there jumping. Like,
demonstrating. Now I can fly up.
Watching you jump. But I'm like, learn to jump.
But now I can't slide, so I guess I better hit start and go back to normal mode. And then I can get this.
You just hate fun, man.
I just don't think Mega Man 6 is that good.
I think it's funny, and this one, like I said, this one part, I've kind of repeated this multiple times. I think it's bloated, and when it runs slow, it really, the bloat really shows. Because I didn't think it was that bad when the code was compiled better, but, you know, it's that funny, an apocryphal story about Steve Jobs, is when the original Macintosh Apple IIe was getting made, he, like, really pushed to get the startup time faster. And his argument was like, you know, if X thousand people use this and you save them 30 seconds a day, that's this much time. By the way, I'm going to take a brief detraction on that and just note that the logic of, you know, X productivity time lost, which is really popular, like, you know, when the World Cup is on, it's a funny example, is just flawed. Because that's making the assumption that if there were no distractions, your workers would always be productive. And also never encumbered, I mean...
Oh my god.
Well,
go on.
I died in that part too. But it's so far in the past, no one can remember unless I remind them, so I better not remind them that I died there.
Your secret
but, you know, we're software developers, so we're well aware of, like, you get something done, and then it's like, oh yeah, well the sandbox environment isn't up, so thanks for being ahead of time. Like... You know, or the classic XKCD code compiling. I was really mad at myself today. I wrote like a script to do a report, and it had an SQL query in it, and I didn't do my joins properly, and it was taking a while, and I was like, this is stupid. I should probably, you know, do joins on the related tables, and it ran like 10 times faster, and I was like,
nice.
I suck. But yeah, I mean, the idea of, oh, if your workers are wasting time because they're distracted, if we got rid of that distraction, they'd be productive, is a myth, because stuff gets in the way all the time.
Right.
That being said, I could buy adding slight lag. I could buy adding, just lagging this game a little, because I've played it a couple times just in prep. And you can tell because I'm almost keeping up with you, even though you said you haven't practiced at all. So that's.
I didn't say I didn't practice at all. I just haven't played this nearly as much as the other games, except 1 and 2, which we didn't play at all.
What? Huh?
Well, one we didn't practice at all, and 2 I
thought what we did with 1 is like the first week we sucked and came back to it, and at least like week 1 was kind of so like our practice run was the run.
I don't remember.
Like we
only played one
we
day.
We played
right?
1-2 weeks. Like I know you got rid of the video evidence, but
I'll have to take your word for it. I don't remember that.
Although El Mariachi is
okay, he's confirmed.
Yeah, El Mariachi is verifying 2 things. So like I should be ahead of you. My game's playing slower, so yeah.
It's. I mean, of course, mine looks smoother because it's like directly on my PC. Yours is like through 3 levels of video capture.
Like, oh my god, you're like playing yours on like 2x speed.
What's showing up on Twitch, by the way, I'm looking at it. For yours, that is the frame rate that I see on Skype where I'm capturing it from. So I don't think there's anything else I can do on my end to make it smoother. Now that we're 6 games in, and if we feel like improving the experience here for all of our viewers. Alright, who am I fighting?
Playing what, Airman?
Airman. Yeah, who's the best air-related man? Who do we have? Airman and Windman?
Choose Airman is the coolest. Best weapon, coolest design.
Yeah.
This one looks like a cheap fan. This one sucks. I'm sorry. I want to defend you, Mega Man 6, but you suck, Airman. I'm sorry.
He's got a cool weapon that he shoots at you.
Yeah.
It's too bad you don't get that weapon. And he is kind of lame. But
he sucks. He's the worst.
Mega Man 2 has like some of the coolest bosses. That's part of the reason it's good. Also, like I do have to admit, Mega Man 2 is the one I played as a kid. So that I'm most nostalgic about it. So
you have to admit, you're not going to lie.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Your friends are always saying, you never played Mega Man 2. But you played Mega Man 2.
I did play Mega Man 2. Alright, oh no. Mr. X. Who is he?
We have a tie? That's kind of wild.
Are you a Mega Man X too? I mean,
just got
are you Mega Man X?
Mega Man
Mr. X. It is Mega Man X. Oh my god. What a twist.
That was one of the cool twists in the first one, right? Is when you have to fight yourself.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And 3.
Okay, so why don't I actually let you get through this? So Mega Man's, let's just rank them 1 to 6 in order. You did 2 number 1. Number 2.
Maybe number 3.
You are insane.
Because like I said, that's the one I hated so much that I played it. I played 3 so much that I can kind of appreciate what it is, even though I hate it. I don't know, like 4 I like quite a bit. I think I like 4 better than 5, even though I was pretty impressed with 5.
I have never died that way in all of my plays. That was hilarious. Although actually, I'm proud, and I didn't realize I was out alive, so I'm actually glad I just died there as opposed to getting all the
you know what? I should do that too. But at first, I'm gonna see if I can get this thing that I can never get the first try, the first 20 tries.
Oh, the
window.
The brick jump window.
Yeah. Do you break this? Do you go through here? I've never even been anywhere else.
Faster.
Like.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what like the right strategy is.
Yes.
Oh, I got it my first try. That is the only time I've ever done that.
Oh, you didn't though. Sorry, I thought I was expecting to be impressed. So you did get the hit on the first try, but I'm saying you didn't get. You can make it in there.
Can you?
Yeah.
And punch it in one try?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I want to see you do this.
Alright, I'll give it a try. Alright, so let's see if I can remember. What you want to do...
Yeah, I wasted so much time trying to break this window.
is you fall down to the one before.
Uh-huh.
Step one.
Alright, yeah, of course.
You fall to the previous.
Oh, and then you just jump into the... Oh my god, now I have to start. I have to do it again. The only time I've ever done it in one try. Oh, it's so stupid. Also, can we talk about how bad this music is?
Alright. This was an interesting one. This one, I'm similar to you. I didn't play as a kid. I don't even know if I did, because, I mean, I don't know what you did.
I never played this one until an adult. Like, my local Blockbuster didn't have this one.
So I never played this as a kid, and then when I played it recently... I hate these so much. When I played it recently, I've, haven't played with the sound on. I'll just have, like, it on my Switch.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So, like, the other ones, I know the music much better.
No, this game has terrible music. Like, Mega Man does have some of the best music on the Nintendo. Like, the soundtracks are always really good, but this one is bad. And this song in particular is the only song you're going to hear. I don't know how well it... I guess it's coming through on stream, but, like, you're going to hear this song for all these Mr. X levels, because they don't change it.
No, I mean, why would you? Why mess with perfection?
Because it's a horrible song. It's like ear-piercing... I don't know. It's just not good.
What's the ideal strategy to get in there?
What's the ideal strategy?
Oh, you did it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever done that. I don't know what the right strategy is. That was just luck. Yeah, I usually fly in with the jetpack.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how do you fly in so you don't get...
I don't even know. Like, I think it's all totally random if you make it or not. Like, most of this game...
I hate that this has happened on multiple streams now, where something I didn't have trouble with during the week, suddenly I have trouble with. Anyway.
Sounds right. Grasshopper guys. Oh yeah, and then you break this, which of course you know, but like, this has never happened in a Mega Man game. 4 free lives right here.
Mm-hmm. Which I think this was kind of your point, is getting towards the end, they just balance it that way.
Yeah, they just give you all kinds of lives and E-tanks, and that's how you get through this game. Which, I don't know, like, I do feel like maybe I'm being a little unfair to the game, because some of the, like, the bosses are weird. Like, Centaur Man is
awesome.
weird.
This was the first game I liked the bosses, like, start to finish. Just they were...
I don't know, so many of them just don't feel like Mega Man bosses, for whatever reason. I mean, Mega Man bosses never make a lot of sense, and these almost make too much sense, maybe? Maybe that's why?
What?
You mean Nightman? Like, but then you have like, oh, okay, this is not a good example because I don't understand this boss either. I just shoot the Nightman thing at it. I don't even know if that's the right thing to use. I don't know any of the right things to use on any of these bosses. I just shoot stuff.
Okay. Punch Man.
On this guy?
Yeah, Punch Man's the ideal weapon.
I'm gonna use one of my E-tanks because I... Can you only have 9 E-tanks in this game too?
Yes.
Even though they show double digits.
What's your point?
Just saying. Alright, Punch Man. I do like Punch Man.
Everybody likes Punch Man. Oh my god, this lag is terrible. That's not just frame rate, by the way, if you're watching. Like, the lag on this... 3 guys slow down the lag tremendously.
That is one thing about this game, is it does have less common lag than like 1, 2, 3, and 4. But when lag does happen in this game, it's really bad. It's one thing 5 was better.
Yeah, I'd probably give you I would say 4 and 5 are 2 of the more polished.
Yeah, for
looking
sure.
at this one now, like, I gave this one more credit when I wasn't playing more of the quote-unquote original, but this is horrendous. Like, I don't know if you're watching my screen, like, what the heck is that? That's terrible.
Yeah, something about this game just feels a little bit unfinished.
Oh, that's lame. You can't get those 4 extra lives if you come from the top.
Really?
Well, because you've got Punch Man.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, and then I jump. I've never hit those spikes before. This. Oh well.
So how about those Knicks, man? You happy about Jalen Brunson?
Who?
Jalen Brunson, guy you picked up from the Mavericks. They let him go in free agency, playing really good for the Knicks. He played basketball.
The Mavericks. It's Dallas.
Yeah, you know. See.
Yeah, I know. Know all about the Mavericks. Yeah.
Who's their star player? He's currently in the lead for MVP.
That guy you just said.
Jalen Brunson, who I said plays for the Knicks, is the MVP of the NBA on the Mavericks.
Yup. He's working hard these days.
Give you a clue. He's from Europe.
That'd be my good friend El Mariachi 37.
Luka Doncic.
Oh, that's close.
Yes. Almost identical.
And you got these hat guys, which... Oh, no. Alright. I've just fallen into the spikes, but I paused the game. I'm going to try and jet out of here before it kills me.
I don't think it's possible, but I want to see this. I'm going to watch.
It worked!
You get out?
Amazing. I am the world's best Mega Man 6 player. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take that back right now because I don't want to be challenged on that, and I know it's not true.
Have you watched any of the Summoning Salt speedrun videos? There's a guy named Cypher who's really good at Mega Man 2, and there's a really cool series on the speedrun records. So you can beat Mega Man 2 in under 27 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah. Gotta do zipping. I should have learned zipping better. Yeah.
I did it by accident while we were playing, but...
I showed you the stupid one on Mega Man. Was that 4 or 5? You can grab onto the moving screen.
Oh, that was... Which one was that? Was that... 4? I don't even remember now. Man, how is my memory this bad? Like, we just played these.
Well, it's because you're playing on a Nintendo, and there wasn't as much memory for the GameCube. What's the one? For the N64, they let you expand the memory.
The N64, yeah. The
fun story about that. What happened is for Donkey Kong Country, they couldn't keep the game from crashing because they would have like a memory leak, and they were like, "Can we fix this memory leak?" They went, "No, we cannot." And they said, "Okay, well, what is your suggestion?" And they said, "What if we just give them more memory?" So they pretended it was an upgrade. They were like, "Free upgrade with Donkey Kong Country," and it was literally, "You have to use this or the game will crash."
That's pretty funny. How do you fight this guy? I see we're both on the same guy. Like, this is the dumbest boss in all of Mega Man. Maybe all of video games.
I think I'm going to use Tomahawk, but in theory, he's weak to Yamoto.
Really? Because, yeah, I use Tomahawk. It's the only thing I can shoot at him that can actually hit him. Because he doesn't come down low enough.
This is untenna. I keep bringing up that I played this on the Switch, and it's not. And I like it on the Switch. When I came in Spit and Fire, that was without original version. This is all right. I'm just gonna do mine really quick. I think I'm gonna go 5, 4, 2, 3, 6, 1. Lock it in.
5, 4. Wait, say that again.
5, 4. So in favorite Mega Man's 5,
okay.
4. Actually, I'm rating this one above 3 though, because 3 is also completely stupid. I'm going 5.
That's kind of fair.
5, 4, 6, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 6, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's except for 6. Like, that's fair. Like, 5 is a really good game.
You liking 3 as much as you do is completely irrational, and you're admitting your own
I know it's
like
a little irrational.
neuroses. You're like, I
It's
love 3 because I hated it so much. I played it a ton as a kid. I'm like,
no, I didn't play 3 as much as a kid. I played 2. But 3 I played a lot for this challenge we've been doing. And 3, I don't know, 3 is a really cool game. But you're right, it's a little incomplete.
a little.
Yeah, because
Just like Luka Doncic is a little NBA player.
But in 3, like bringing back the Mega Man 2 enemies, like that was really cool, right? And
it wasn't cool though. They were clearly like you played like you literally played through levels you'd already beaten.
They were different. They were
no.
They were totally different. They were the same place, but they're like destroyed, and they were different. But like 3 was, I don't know, it was a really cool game if unbalanced, because there were like those Dark Man, the Mega Man 2 guys coming back were totally unfair, because you cannot beat them without just taking a lot of damage. Oh my god, and we still have this horrible music going on.
This music is not great. I'm kind of like,
right?
Please shut it off. It's terrible. I did not subscribe. But yeah. Okay, but anyway, let's give your rankings.
Did I give them already, or I don't remember. I don't know, probably. See, I don't know if I like 4 or 5 better, because 4 had some pretty cool enemies, right? Because it had Ringman, which maybe he wasn't cool, but his weapon was pretty cool.
His weapon is pretty cool.
Pharaoh Man was pretty cool. Skull Man was... That was 4, right?
Skull Man? Is that 4 or 5? I thought it was 5.
I need a cheat sheet in front of me.
Yeah, too many bosses.
Yeah. I don't know. I probably want to say I like 4 better, but 5 is probably better. So probably like 2, 3, 5, 4, 1, 6.
You liking 3 more than 4 is insane. 3 does not belong top 2.
I think it does.
You are wrong.
E-tank here, which is kind of crazy, but I don't want to die.
Nobody wants to die.
Just want to ride my motorcycle. Cool.
What? What?
What's that song? I don't want to die, I just want to ride my motorcycle.
Is this a song you made up?
I wish. Before my time, though.
It's
by the same guy who did Alice's Restaurant that they play on Thanksgiving. Artho Guthrie, something like that. Does that sound right?
I think you're making stuff up at this point, but
Does that sound right, Chad?
I'll believe you because I'm
here.
trying to beat the skull, the little helmet head dude.
Oh yeah, you're ahead of me. I do like that they give helmet guy, you know, they're like, all right, we're gonna give you your chance to be upper management here, not just a little pawn. You get to.
He was the giant one. Remember, they're in 4 or 5. They're building the giant one that you fight.
He was the big one, but he wasn't like one of these little guys. Like these little guys, like he used to drive like the train, the little scuba suit. Now he gets like this awesome thing. I also don't know the best way to fight this guy. I just use Jetman.
So yeah, watch. I'll show you this. So if you look at my weapons, I'm going to be on Buster.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pick this up. And you'll notice Blizzard was low and just went up.
That's pretty cool, and it's funny that they programmed that in there and then made you get a special item to use it.
Yeah, it's like look at this cool should be normal function. Like I know it's very Twitter verification. I think I'm starting to agree with you. I think the controls on this, that's my excuse. The controls on this are worse than...
Might know some music. Yeah, the controls in 5 is a much more polished game than this one.
Because I'm playing, I've got like a Super Nintendo Fate controller that's plugged in direct. Mm-hmm. And I love it, by the way. Like, it's...
Alright, have a good night, El Mariachi. Thanks for hanging out.
Good luck with the finals. It's like the worst finals ever.
Yeah, you're not missing much from here.
This would be like if LeBron James, this would be like if the Cavaliers were up 50 in Game 4, or the other way around. So when the Warriors beat the Cavs in 4 games, the last finals they faced each other, and then like they mic up Steph Curry during the last game, and he's just like, "This is the stupidest thing." And actually, Kevin Durant. You are Kevin Durant, basically. He's really salty.
That's what I like to think. Yeah, I'm basically Kevin Durant.
Yeah, basically, you are the Kevin Durant of Mega Man, meaning you're good at it, but you complain too much.
That's fair.
But yeah, just like if you had like Kevin Durant mic'd up during like a winning game, and he's like, "I'm Kevin Durant. This is stupid." You're like, "Me, Kevin Durant? I gotta hate." Okay, to your point on like stupid level design, here's what I love, and I'm sure you're in the same boat. So you have these like birds that pop out of these flumes, and the design is you punch these blocks to block them, which is great, but they don't let you block everyone.
Wait, you do what?
You punch the blocks to keep the birds from going in.
Ah, no way! I didn't know you could do that.
But to that, here's probably why you didn't figure that out. You can't do so. Like I'm gonna get over here. You can't do it for everyone, just like some of them.
Yeah, I don't know. These birds are kind of cool, I guess, because they're a pretty Mega Man-like enemy. But yeah, I had no idea you could punch those blocks. I never considered that. And to your point, it doesn't help you that much.
Mm-hmm.
We are actually really close this time.
Oh, I know. I know I'd be like beating you by like 50 years if I wasn't playing on the laggy version.
The laggy version.
The laggy version, yep.
I don't even know the right direction to go here.
I always just go.
Take this ladder.
I mean, usually the intuition on these, and this one seems to follow it, is, you know, you go, whatever seems like it's harder is probably...
Whatever takes the special ability.
There's an extra life up here, that's cool. Alright, so you got your rankings, which are insane. So cool, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Good ranking.
I think, like I said, I'm starting to come around to your way of thinking of this one. Might not be as great, but I think it's interesting in that I think it's got the most, you know, to our point, right? It's got the most stuff, but it's just not. It's almost too like it's almost too bloated. On the Nerd podcast with Dre and Jeff, we actually kind of discuss a running theme of Mega Man that I know you and I have discussed as well, which is like the oddity of just kind of having almost a lot of crutch, if that makes any sense. So, you know, for instance, the Mecha Dragon in Mega Man 2, where it's cool, but it's out of place, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
Let's see, what was this one?
I used the punch on this guy too. It seemed
seemed
obvious. It's like a punching bag.
Is it just... look it up.
You just punch him. Punch him in the face. Oh yeah, and then we have this wonderful typo. Oh,
this is my favorite.
It's failed. Like, we forgave them for typos in the first few games, but by 6, they should have the localization figured out. Then there's not even like a second part to them. You just are suddenly...
Really? Yeah, well, okay, so let's our favorite part of the evening, right? Dre tries to recap all of the Mega Man.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
So Mega
the
Man
story
1.
so far.
Okay, Mega Man 1. Mega Man 1, Dr. Light's like a Nobel Prize winning roboticist who has created a bunch of helpful robots to help out in the future. So, in theory, they're all supposed to be helpful robots, and they all randomly go haywire. It turns out his former assistant, Dr. Wily, has reprogrammed them, and this doesn't make a ton of sense because they are both bosses guarding stages, but then also he is going to use their cores to make armies of them to take over, so Mega Man goes and defeats them and then tracks down Dr. Wily and keeps him from producing more. Mega Man. Mega Man 2. Dr. Wily is back. He has made 8 of his own robots. Some of the coolest robots, as we note. He's a pretty good robot maker. Should consider it as a career.
Yeah, he could make a lot of money that way.
Mega Man tracks him down, beats him up, the end. And then it kind of starts going off the rails as like, as you track down Dr. Wily, he pretends to be an alien and apparently has virtual reality, and it's a weird. It's
very weird strange. Yeah, I've never actually made it over to this room before.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah. So that's I'm gonna try and do it.
Oh, there's a E-tank.
Oh, did you actually do it?
Ah, and I missed it. A fake floor. Of course. I should have known. I'm still punch robot, which isn't helpful.
Okay. Well. So, Mega Man 3, Dr. Wily has admitted the error of his ways, and agrees to help make a giant robot that will help protect everybody. However,
from what?
From him, but anyway.
From himself.
However, said robot. The robots that are but this is where it really goes, like Mega Man 3 really starts going off the rails. Basically, Light and Wily make a collection of robots to go harvest minerals on other planets, but then these robots all go haywire, and Mega Man has to defeat them. He does, and then when he comes back, and this was my favorite game to play with you because you were like, I don't understand what's going on. It's like, oh yeah, it's in the plot. Because he gets back and like Dr. Light's like, oh no, the elements, and you're like, what are you talking about?
He just starts talking about these elements.
And you're like,
what elements?
You're like, I didn't read the instruction manual. I didn't read the forward. What are you even talking about?
Nobody told me about any elements. What is Gamma?
Yeah. So, and Gamma's the giant robot that they're trying to build.
Yeah, who knew? Not Mega Man. I don't know what the right strategy for this guy is either. I just use power to charge up Buster on him too. Seems to work pretty good. What are you using? The Spirit
Moto. Except I'm out. I would have had him. Yeah, well. Okay. But yeah, so that's Mega Man 3, and then Dr. Wily, shocker, is evil.
It wasn't good at all.
Yeah, and tries to take over the giant robot. He was tricking Dr. Light. And you're like, oh, okay, but then you defeat him. Yeah. Mega Man 4, out of nowhere, this guy named Dr. Cossack shows up. And same kind of Wily, almost identical plan to Wily in Mega Man 2, it seems. Shows up with 8 robots, is going to take over the world. Mega Man has to defeat him. He does, but then, shocker, it turns out that Dr. Cossack was being blackmailed by Dr. Wily because he kidnapped his daughter.
And his daughter was... And he was saved, or she was saved by Proto Man.
It was like, we don't do this. We don't kidnap. Do you know which one of these is best?
What do you mean best?
Do you do the slide or do you do the...
Oh, I go to the right. I've never done the left. I don't know where that goes.
Okay, well, let's, you go left, I'll go right, and we'll see who's better. So, that happens. Cossack. It was really Wily all along, and then you still have to defeat Wily. And we kind of... You were kind of talking this game, and this game, the end, I would agree with you, where a typical Mega Man game is you start by defeating 8 robot guys, which is fine. That's cool. And they're weak against each other, rock, paper, scissors, and you have to track down Dr. Wily. That is also fine. But it gets really tedious, and this becomes a common thing, is... Oh no, you weren't really, the enemy you thought you were facing isn't really it. It's really Dr. Wily, and now you have to track down Dr. Wily. And that just kind of gets, like, I would argue every single Mega Man game, including 2, ironically, you hit that point of just, man, really? Like, you defeated the 8 like, you defeat all 8 bosses in their own stages. A running theme of all of these games is you defeat them again, and then after you defeat them, let's see, what is this?
I don't know what the strategy for this thing is either. Like,
okay, it says weakness is windstorm.
really? All right, I'll try that.
Why did I say anything?
Oh wow, that's way better. I should have been using this the whole time.
Yeah. But so yeah, so like. It is like a running theme in the Mega Man games of just almost, taking way longer towards the end because you've already defeated these 8 bosses once. You're going to have to defeat all of them on their own again. You have to defeat some fake boss, and then you have to go defeat Dr. Wily. And we're doing that right now. El Mariachi was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Correctly. We should have left too. We should have left.
Yeah, we all should have gone home.
Like, yeah. But that being said...
Yeah, I don't know what it is about even the end game of this one. Like it's like you said, it kind of follows the same formula as the others, but it still manages to feel somehow uninspired or incomplete compared to the others. And I don't know what it is, because like the story is never that good. Like you've just gone through like 6.
I'm not quite done.
Yeah, we haven't even.
So we're only through 4.
Right.
Where Dr. Cossack was being blackmailed by Wily, let you defeat him. Mega Man 5 is where Proto Man, which I went through
right.
So here's what's interesting. Proto Man is Mega Man's brother, which doesn't make sense, but fine.
And we learned that in 3?
We learned that, he first appears in 3 too, so that's the key. So Proto Man is Mega Man's brother who first makes an appearance in Mega Man 3, but we think he's beat Breakman or something first, and then
Breakman, yeah.
And which doesn't even make any, like, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's like, your brother was really, it's like, this is Breakman, and you're like, who? And it's like, it wasn't Breakman at all, it was Proto Man. You're like, who? It's like, your brother. You're like,
exactly.
You're like, I have a brother. It's like, well, yeah, Dr. Light created him just like you. You're like, doesn't that make all of the enemies in the first Mega Man my brothers too then? They're like, listen, shut up. I'm like, no. That's not what I do. So, but yeah, so Proto Man in Mega Man 5 kidnaps Dr. Light, and you're like, oh no. And he has got a group of robots to come and try and take over. So that's Mega Man 5. But then it wasn't Proto Man, it was Dark Man, I think. I don't remember. Another guy.
Yeah, that was
It wasn't Dude, it was Dude.
It was Dark Man. Those were the Dark Mans. All those robots, like the tank guy and yeah, Dark Man.
Dark Man, yep. It was Dark Man being controlled by Dr. Wily.
Who was no match for a small robot bird. Go on.
I'm getting depressed just talking about it. Anyway, so it was Dark Man under the control of Dr. Wily, and you defeat Dr. Wily. Then in Mega Man 6, they're like, thank goodness, no more Dr. Wily. Except, Mr. X show. I mean, we all saw this, but I'm sorry. We had to watch it. You have to watch it. Mr. X shows up and is like, I was controlling it. It was very much that dude in the Star Wars things. Grievous, right? Where it was like, then Palpatine's like, it wasn't Grievous, it was me.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense. And he's like, listen, I don't care. But Mr. X is like, it wasn't Dr. Wily, it was me all along. And you're like, who are you? And then he's like, actually, I'm Dr. Wily. And we're like, yeah, you do this all the time. We know.
We know you didn't even put on a good disguise this time.
Like, you literally showed up looking like Dr. Wily.
Just in
said
sunglasses.
You want Dr. Wily,
yeah.
and then we're like, it's me, Dr. Wily. We're like, we're all on to you. And that brings us up to now.
Right. Where we are now fighting these bosses that he always makes multiple copies of. Again.
Well, so Mega Man 1 to a degree makes sense, where Dr. Light created them, and he has hijacked them and stolen their cores and wants to replicate them, is the storyline. So essentially, you've got like a two-part story, is that these robots are haywire and causing a fuss. And while they're off causing a fuss, Dr. Wily is trying to basically make an army of them. That's the story. To a degree, that makes sense. It's like,
sure, yeah.
You're trying to get to the factory before he makes a robot army. Fine, we'll give it
Makes
to you,
sense.
right?
Yeah, that's
sure.
a reasonable thing.
Why not?
Yeah.
But then, like, that's the key every time. And the reason that as a story actually starts falling apart, though, is that's a story every time. But Mega Man 2 introduces into canon that he's just able of making his own robots, and in fact, he's done this multiple times. And in fact, story-wise, another problem is, in Mega Man 1, the reason Mega Man is available is that Dr. Light made Mega Man and Rock and Roll, so that's also, we didn't even get to that. But again, I advise you to just tune into Nerd with Dre and Jeff, where we talk a lot about this.
Nice.
And then ironically, I'll give some spoilers. We're talking about how, like, I'm the nerd that just likes the mechanics of games, and we get to, like, the end, and we're like, oh, we should talk the story a little. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Like, story? What's that? To be fair, Mega Man, if you like story, Mega Man's really not the game for you.
Yeah, it's not a story of the game.
But yeah, Mega Man 1, the reason Mega Man is available is that Rock and Roll, which was like the original one, we've talked about a lot. Rock and Roll were kind of like two helper, like, maids, essentially, that were created.
Yeah, they were assistants.
And that's the whole reason they're available, is
they didn't have, like, weapons and stuff to begin with, right? Like, because then Mega Man said volunteered because of his great sense of justice to become a battle robot.
But yeah, so the whole reason he's around is that, at least story-wise, Dr. Wily didn't think he was worth it. You know, if that makes sense. It's like, you've got a Honda Civic in the garage, and you've got, like, a Lambo and Ferrari and a Volkswagen?
No.
Porsche. Toyota.
Yeah, Volkswagen. Yeah, Volkswagen.
A
Right.
Toyota Tercel. I don't know. Tesla, right? Is that hot?
Yeah, Teslas are, I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know, the whole point is Dr. Wily was like, why would I kidnap these maid droids when I could kidnap these, like, much more powerful droids? And he does. And you're gonna win, aren't you? Oh, that's cool. Because yeah, the last Dr. Wily is not hard. In fact, the weapon. The good news on this one is the weapon of choice is the weapon you're using.
Yeah, for this part, then you want the tomahawk, right? Next.
Yes.
We have lots of E-tanks because, yeah, like, as much as I complain about some of the hard parts in this game, they do give you a lot of E-tanks, even compared to some of the other more recent ones.
But yeah, so it does. So Mega Man though is free because Dr. Wily doesn't think he's worth his time, which is fine. That makes complete sense for Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2. But by Mega Man like 5 or 6, where he's reprogramming everybody, you're like, just tossing this out there, dude. Maybe reprogram Mega Man, which he can do. Like, either one of two things is true. Either one, Dr. Light is capable of making robots that can't be reprogrammed. Mm-hmm. Or two, Dr. Wily is capable of reprogramming all the robots, including Mega Man.
He's probably capable, but he still has to have like access to him in some way, and I'm sure that's covered a lot in like comics and cartoons.
No, it is not.
Really?
No, I mean
like,
it might be.
Oh, okay. I mean, Dr. Wily never attempts to capture Mega Man. He only kill.
But I mean, he even gets access. I mean, the backstory for Proto Man is that Proto Man had a faulty core and was worried Dr. Light was going to take away his individuality.
Oh, that's right.
And ran away, and Dr. Wily reprograms him.
Then we capture Dr. Wily, and it's in the news. And I don't know what that headline says. Dr. Wily be what?
Mine? Or just like...
Be mine, yeah.
Behind bars, maybe?
That's what I think it seems like it should say, but... Well, I don't know. World is at peace. Again. The credits are pretty cool. I do like it in games when they show, like, the enemies and show, like, their moves and stuff. I always thought that was cool. But this was another really close one, because you're right there fighting the boss, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. I slid there, man.
Yeah, I think the controls are just a little less responsive.
Yeah, they're not great. I'll say this, like, to play this 20-year-old game by a Switch.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh, nice. Not bad, actually.
Yeah,
I'll take
like,
it, though.
less than a minute apart. Like, that's...
And as we have established, because I'm playing on a laggier version, El Mariachi clocked it. And sadly, he's gone. So can't give us exact, but I'm fairly certain I won by 20 minutes.
20 minutes, wow.
Yeah, by the way, a trivia question, or trivia note. So for Mega Man 2 speedruns, actually playing Rockman 2 is preferred because the cutscenes are slower, or slower in the US version. So it's easier to beat the game.
Interesting. Do they have different, like, rankings for which version you're playing? You think with someone?
I mean, yeah. With speedruns in general, there are always different it's arbitrary, but there will always be different categories of Thanks, Mighty, Mighty,
yeah.
Mitty,
thanks for sticking around and watching that. That was
that wasn't too bad.
That was a really good one. That was our best one. Yeah.
So now we finally figured it out, and it only took us.
All right.
6.
Let's take it from the top. Next week we'll do Mega Man 1. And
I'm not playing that game again. I got better things in my life to do. We should play Punch-Out, man. I can make a fool of you again.
We already did
Punch-Out
that, though.
I can beat. I didn't maybe one of these days I'll beat it on stream just because I haven't. But
I would watch that. I'd hang out for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play. I'd hang out and chat with you about it if you want. But
yeah, sure. Because actually that's a fun one because that takes about 30 minutes to get through. And I think like what's interesting. So yeah, I don't know what we want to do next. And I mean, actually, here's something I'll throw to you. I don't know if you're interested in this, and I could go both ways on. Obviously competing, but I mean, let's throw this out here. Mm-hmm. This was like my best bet, and you still easily won. Mega Man 2. I don't know why. I think maybe just like that one was probably just ingrained from kid to me. I would not be shocked that you're probably the better Nintendo player than me, which is fine. But one game we had that I don't know if we're able to stream. I think that was the issue with Xenogears. I think a playthrough of Xenogears would be fun.
Isn't that like 90 hours?
2. I don't know if it's 90 hours. I mean, it's a bit.
Because it's an RPG, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It's PlayStation 1. I've got that. I've never played it. I know it was like one of the best ever, but for some reason.
Xenogears. Let's see.
Oh, what am I doing? I haven't made fun of any of the.
Well, to be fair,
I've made fun of any of the credits like I usually do.
If we did every 2 weeks,
Turkey 613. Why has he got a number in his name?
It would take 28 weeks to complete. It says about 56 hours.
Okay. That's an investment.
So it's a fun one, but maybe wait till one of us is on sabbatical or something. Because I mean, you could, like, I mean, if you were someone who streamed daily, right? That'd be a couple, a week if you were like a daily long-term streamer.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you want to stay on the Nest thing. I mean, because I've enjoyed this and I thought it'd be fun to keep it up.
I would like to. This has been fun. I also would like to point out, since we got to the end of the credits, how even the credits are uninspired compared to the previous games. Remember, because we had like Mega Man go by on Rush on one of them to like show the presented by. We had Beat show up. This time it doesn't do anything. It just says presented by Capcom.
Do you want to hear a depressing point on some of these end credits from that I learned looking up? Is that it turns out that... Would you just let it go? It turns out that when you're like, hey, it's got these funky names for people, allegedly they use pseudonyms because they didn't want people to get poached. So like the real
Oh, yeah, I think you did mention that before.
Yeah.
I was just checking. This took about an hour 40. I didn't stop it at the time. My previous save for my best time was 125.
So you've gotten worse. Nice.
I've gotten worse.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, much worse.
We'll figure out some. I mean, because I think Mario would be fun. The Zeldas would be cool, especially because I know, like, although I mean, if you beat me on Zelda 2, I'd be like sad.
That would be a miracle, because I haven't been through any of the Zelda games. Like the first ones I never had, and I'm just not good at them. They're interesting, and I wouldn't mind going through them sometime. But
yeah, maybe that would be fun. Let's see, Zelda 1.
I know we've talked about Mario before, because we were doing Mario 3, right? Because when we were doing the console wars.
Yeah, that was old school. And by the way, we got scooped, man, because it turned into like a what you call? It turned into a docu-series.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it says Legend of Zelda is about 8.5 hours. That'd be a few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Like I feel like if we were trying to race like this, we would get pretty far apart, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it might be. I mean, because you made like the mention of like a Punch Out, just play, watch a playthrough and talk.
Yeah,
that would take about 30 minutes.
I would not be against going through some games just like one of us playing and the other one just kind of hanging out and talking about it.
Or even if the other one's at the back playing, it's like fine. It's like not an official race. So yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'll throw those two up. Is that let's see. So Zelda 2 I've actually done once. I mean, I know you watched after the fact when you even hop in, so I wouldn't hate like chatting at the same time. I mean, that I think took like 4 days. I think I was playing a couple hours each time.
Okay.
And then Punch Out is about 30 minutes, just to get through. So I don't know. There's that kind of stuff. There's hang out and play or whatever, or even
yeah. There is there's options. There's Metroid, which I've never actually beaten the first Metroid.
Oh, okay, so I'm putting these 3/4 on. We got to do Punch Out, Metroid, and the Zeldas for sure. Like,
okay,
we'll figure out the order, but like Metroid, I know is one of your favorites. So, and I've never beat Metroid 1 either. So I would at least like to watch a playthrough of Metroid 1.
Yeah, I love the series, but the first game is just kind of hard to play. Like, especially since I didn't have it as a kid, and it's just
how about next time you play through Metroid 1 and I watch, and I'll have like Punch Out on in the background. So I don't really care about playing Metroid, but I'll just be like playing Punch-Out as you play Metroid 1.
We could maybe do that. I would definitely need to practice, because like I said, I've never been through it, and
We got 2 weeks.
It's an old game.
Or maybe more. I mean, it depends. I know I'm like hitting you on a Thursday. I mean, it's weekly as potentially possible. It's a little harder because basically I take 1 day a week for this, but then I also alternate podcasting on the Box Score Geeks.
Sure. Yeah, no, and I don't mind pushing it out a little bit too, because coming up on the end of the year here, I am still working on my secret project, which I'm still hoping to finish by the end of the year. So that will be exciting.
Not trying to be clever and get you to give it away. Anything you need help on, or anything I can help on.
Not yet. Let me leave it at that.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm.
And I'm not trying to be crafty. I'm just more like, what?
Yeah, no. Yeah. So far, I'm the only person who knows what it is. But I'm trying to build up a lot of hype around it with no information. Hype around my friend. It's going viral among like the 8 people I know.
No, I'm not even kidding. I mean, I'm kind of shocked at the positive reception. Like I said, the Nerd podcast with Dre and Jeff, which I've hyped to one person, like 20. Like if the 2 people on this don't know, like if you want more hype when that comes closer, I mean, a plug on a podcast called Nerd is definitely it.
That is probably way out of scope for what I'm doing, but I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully hopefully in a few weeks I'll get more information on it, and
okay.
Yeah, I really gotta buckle down and finish it though.
Why?
It's important to me to do this.
How do I send stuff to you? Where's the chat?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll put this in chat officially. What do you mean? Here, okay, I hate this so much, by the way. Which is, I'm used to a Mac, which has, the command key is copy, and I'm now on Windows where control is copy.
The correct button, yeah.
But if you want to program on an inferior box, like
what, Linux?
Well, I mean, Mac is based on Linux, Windows is not, so.
Well.
I just copied into chat the podcast for you on Punch-Out. And nice. Mega Man will be up in a few weeks as well.
Nice, very nice.
But not with 6, not with the admission. And by the way, congratulations to the 5-1. I'm just glad I didn't get swept.
Thanks. Yeah, this was a really good one. This was a lot of fun. Was it Mega Man 1 that was also pretty close?
Mega Man 1, you had lapped me, and then just the end was so hard that I was able to almost catch up.
That might be it. I remember one of them being really close, and then 2, you definitely beat me, and you kind of had to walk me through that one, because I went into that one for some reason thinking it would be easier than it was.
And then 4 was just embarrassing because of Toadman, right?
Yeah.
And then, I forget 5. 5 was similar. Each of these has had one level. This one was Plantman, ironically, which you called. Of just, a level that, hit me a couple times. Just fun. It's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, you must have had some pretty strong segments in there, because I didn't have any issue with... I felt for me, this was one of my smoothest runs. I didn't have issues with Plantman, which I usually do, or anything, and... Even though you had issues with Plantman, you were still able to catch up, which is impressive. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think Metroid should be on the purview for maybe 2 weeks out. So if you think you can, if that's enough time to start practicing for a 1-2 hour segment, I don't know how long Metroid 1, and I'll let that be the last thing.
Okay.
Well, that's Metroid Prime.
Yeah, not Metroid Prime. You can beat it in under an hour. I don't know how good you have to be to do that. Like I said, I've never actually beaten it, so I don't know how long it takes.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up, speedruns.
Oh, yeah. Just your average speedrun time. That's what I should be able to achieve in 2 weeks.
So, the NES speedrun. Although that's actually not horrible. It's 100% classic, because you're gonna do everything.
Oh.
Actually, I think this might be a hard one because of this. The fastest 100% on this is 49 minutes.
Yeah, that's 100% items though, which wouldn't be necessary.
And the first place actually is pretty convincing. So first place is C. Scotty W. in front of Bread for Brunch, by like 27 seconds. That's pretty impressive, actually. That's a pretty... Okay, if you're just allowed to like hack through, I guess it's 9 minutes. So maybe if there's
9 minutes.
I mean, that could be some like, teleport, there might be like
I'm
some
sure
clever trick where you can like teleport through a wall by like going into a ball or something.
And since it's a password-based system, since there's no save games, you just enter the right password to get to the end and beat it. Is that a speedrun? It
counts. I'll count it. All right. Well, it's been a lot of fun. We'll talk more about 2 weeks. Hopefully your secret project will be even closer.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Smash
this is a lot of fun.
Like and subscribe button.
This is smash that like and subscribe. Be sure to follow Nerd Numbers. Check out the podcast. Very, very good stuff. This has been a lot of fun. This is a milestone, right? We finished up all the Nintendo Mega Man games, and we
beat
beat
them first because I'd never done it all. Yeah.
Yeah, we beat them legit. Like no save states, no tools. Like we didn't set any records.
One glitch
but,
on one, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, nice work. This was fun.
All right. I'll talk to you next time, sir.
Sounds good. And yeah, signing off. See ya.